Just look at that face. Look at that face. It looks like a prick's face. It literally looks like one of them slimy, snidey. He thinks the world owes him, doesn't he? He literally thinks the world owes him. But look at this guy trying to be the next John Fury, fam. He's seen that John Fury is doing a world tour. Now he's trying to be the next John Fury. Look at him. He's trying to be the next John Fury, doing about 10 interviews a day now. Trying to build his own name. Oh, it was in the contract, or it wasn't on the contract. Bruv, how would you know? You can't read or write, so how would you know what's in the contract and what's not on the contract? The thing that annoys me the most, I'll beat this guy up, I'll do this. And it's the same thing with John Fury. John Fury's record as a boxer was 8 wins, 1 KO, and 4 losses. And he suddenly now, when in his prime around 30 years old, he couldn't do shit at boxing. Now at 50 years old, he thinks he's this world beater. Or 60 years old. He thinks he can beat everyone. Same thing as this Tom Saunders guy. Like, who the fuck was you before your son became a world champion? Who the fuck are you right now? You're only famous because of your son. So just because your son can box, I'm never going to say he can fight. He can box. Just because your son can box and run around the ring doesn't mean you can fight. Just because your son can box and run around the ring doesn't mean you can fight. Because from the looks of it, it looks like you can't even do 20 seconds, never mind a round. You can't do 20 seconds in a boxing match, never mind a round. Trying to threaten people. I watched this other video like they gave like 1 year ago, was it? Or 2 years ago, where he said, if I see Eddie Hearn, I'm going to slap him, I'm going to do this. Like, you ain't going to do shit. You didn't do shit. Instead, your son goes and signs with him. The guy that you said you'll slap up, your son goes and signs with him. Like, how? Just calm your tits, man. Just calm your tits. If you're crying and moaning so much, you should have said it earlier. Don't be mentioning it during fight week, trying to get this saying, the world's against us, the world's this, fuck off. You should have done your fucking job. Tell your management team to do their job properly, and you wouldn't have been in this situation. If you wanted a 30-foot ring, you should have told your management team to get the job done properly. Billy's not giving them 25% for nothing. They should have done their job. Tell Billy stop praising them so much that they forget to do their actual job. It's just another John Fury wannabe. He's seen how John Fury is doing all of these tours, getting that money, getting that fame. As Tyne Biff would say, pussy and views. He's trying to get that pussy. Keeps accusing Eddie Hearn. He's doing this, he's doing that. Bruh, stop accusing Eddie Hearn. Accuse your management team. Tell Billy Joe Saunders, the management team that he keeps backing in MTK Global, accuse them for not looking at the contract properly. Because if Eddie Hearn or Team Canelo was actually doing something that was against the contract, or not doing what was written and not obliging to the contract, it's literally impossible to trick or try tricks and try to avoid contract. It's impossible. Everything that Billy Joe Saunders and his dad has said, Eddie Hearn has countered it. First, Billy said that he thought there was going to be no one in attendance, and now there's 70,000. And Eddie said, bruv, there was 15k in the Callum Smith fight. There was around 30k in the Yildirim fight. So what do you mean there was going to be no one in his next fight when the world is getting better? The situation in the world is getting better. So of course there was going to be fans. There was always going to be fans. What else is he moaning about? That there's not a judge? There's not a British judge? Really? Does it matter? Does it matter? Like when Wilder fought Fury in the first fight, the British judge gave it to Wilder. Or he gave it as a draw. So in the first fight, the British judge gave it either a draw or to Wilder, because I remember Fury moaning at the British judge saying, what are you doing? You're British and you're sneaking me. Something along them lines. So what? Does Billy think that if you're British, you won't take a brown envelope, or you won't take a money from behind, or a backhanded money, or a bit of money to give the fight to Canelo? No, them British judges probably earn about, I don't know, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 for the fight. I have no idea. I'm guessing for that fight, for say for example Canelo Saunders, I think my guess is each judge is probably earning about 1 to 5k. Because why would they be earning any more? That's my guess. I don't know, maybe it's a lot more or less, I don't know. Probably around 5k, I'd say, max. That's my opinion. If you know, comment down below. Billy Joe Saunders just literally used that as excuse. Like, if Canelo's saying he's not going to get any Mexican judge, then why is Billy crying over a British judge? His management team that Billy Joe Saunders constantly backs and says, oh, my management team is the best. They do this, they do that, they're the best management team. Should have sorted it. Why are you blaming the promoter? Like, Eddie's he's both of your promoters. Like, your management, it's mainly your manager's job to get the best deal for you. The promoter's job is mainly to promote the fighter, the fight. He gave you the fight that Frank Warren couldn't give you. He gave you the biggest fight in boxing. He's just trying to get in Canelo's mind, in the judge's mind, that, oh, no funny business. Because now, which is smart, now there'll be more attention to the judges. To be fair, Canelo is the type of person that gets riled up a bit. I don't think his game plan's going to change much, but he just gets riled up more. And if anything, it just motivates him more. It just gets him up more. So I don't know if that's a good thing, what Billy's doing right now. Because Canelo's way too experienced to just lose the game plan and just go for the knockout. Canelo's way too experienced for that. I don't know, it'd probably just work against Billy. If Billy was just nice, good, he's a world beater, he's elite, he's this, he's great, he's the best ever. If Billy was just saying that, Canelo probably take it lightly. Obviously he wouldn't, but there's more of a chance that Canelo probably take it lightly than Canelo losing his rag, just going in there for the knockout. Because Canelo's broke. He's at about 60 fights. He ain't gonna lose his rag. He ain't gonna lose control and his temper. So yeah, I don't really want to ramble on too much. Comment down below what you lot think of the situation. Comment down below what you lot think. Like for more bollocks. Subscribe and peace.